What's up, YouTube? It's me, Rios. This time with the tutorial video, and as I promised, this tutorial video is going to actually cover the Korg, the Micro Korg, this little synthesizer that I use on some of my beats. A few people have been writing to me asking how do I use the Micro Korg and all that stuff, or how to use it. Let me just make a disclaimer. I'm not claiming I know how to use everything, every feature on this. I'm just going to show you what I know, how I kind of messed around with it and figure out certain little tricks on this thing. And I'm going to just share the secrets that I know with you. And let me go at it. So here it is, the Micro Korg. It's a good little synthesizer. It has a bunch of neat little sounds that, add depth to the beats. Beef up your bass lines and all that stuff. I like the bass lines because you can actually kind of have like an endless sounds, endless octaves or whatever, because you can mess with all these little triggers up here. And I'm going to show you that right now. So let me just turn it on. And there it goes, it loads up. And right now it's actually on the hip-hop program, the hip-hop vintage. You have a trance, techno, electronica, drum and bass, hip-hop vintage, retro, sound effects, and vocoder. If you plug in a microphone here, you can actually use the vocoder thing. I messed with it a few times, but I'm not really into the whole vocoder thing. Like I said, it's on the hip-hop one right now. It's on the very first program number 1. So it's on A51. This is the 5th program. So this is the bass sounds it comes with. Very nice thick bass. The second one. Pretty much what I've noticed on these machines that the first few ones are pretty much the bass sounds, and the other ones are more of like a little electronic synth sound. And each bank comes with two sides. Here, this is side A right now, it's on. If you press this button right here, you will access side B, which will be a different set of bass sounds. Sorry for the speaker quality, I'm using my cheap speakers. Some pretty neat sounds, And, alright, let me show you what I usually do when it comes to bass lines. If I want to make bass lines, I don't really like to use these heavy ones because it kind of like distorts the song. I mean, you can kind of lower the sound, but I don't know, it's just too hard for me. This is what I do. So it's on that bass right there. This is how I'm going to mess with it. You can actually mess with it right here in the first off. That's the regular sound. If you turn this knob to the left or to the right, it'll mess with the sound. Kind of low. Let me put it down so I can kind of mess with it better. So I can rest something underneath it. Whatever, this will work, I guess. This is a second knob. Third knob. Can't really tell the difference. You can just mess around with it like that. Mess around with the cutoff, the resonance. That's what I usually mess around with because it's really simple and fast. You can just come with a simple bass line. So that's that right there. You can mess with it right here, and the same thing works for each program number. And matter of fact, when you hit to a new program, if you go back to that bass line, it'll reset itself. I don't know how to save the way the settings the custom settings, but so we went back to the regular one. So let's go to another sound. Some kind of organy sound. It's kind of popping here. Okay, so you can do the same thing. And right here you can hit the octaves up and down. Let me get that. These two buttons right here on the side, there's an octave shift. This is down to make it stronger, or down and up. Let me kind of put this on camera. So like that. So there you have it, the basic ones to mess with right here. And there are other ways to mess with this thing right here. So let's go back to another bass line. We'll go to program, or side A. Okay, so we have that baseline. I like to mess with the filter option. On this right here, you have two edit select knobs. You have this one right here with the different ones. It has voice, pitch, oscillator 1, audio in mixer, filter, FC mod. But I like to mess with the filter. So what I'm going to do, that's that baseline right there. To mess with the filter, you could click it left or right. I'm going to just go right now, and then go back to filter. Now this option is being selected right now. None of the filters have been activated. So now when you mess with this first cutoff switch, as you see right now on the screen, it turned to HP. And if you go to the right, it'll just lock it. You scroll to the left, it'll go to BPF, 12L, and 24L. And let's go back to the HPF. The basic sound it was, right? Let me see. That's the basic sound right there. So we go to BPF and scroll to the left. Alright, let me see if I can show you the difference. Kind of like a higher pitched sound. Let's go to 12L. I have a different sound, 24. Kind of a more thicker sounding bass line. So let's say you want it on 24L, you can mess with this knob right here, the resonance, and the numbers will scroll, and as you scroll them, it changes the sound. So that's it right there for those basic ones. But like I say, you can mess with this filter one, and you can just mess with the, put it 24 out. It's up to you. You can, like I said, just mess around, mess with the knobs up here. To activate a feature on this right here, you click off of it and click back onto the one you want to do, and then you can mess with it right here via these knobs. And you can also do edit select 2 the same way. Let's go to patch 1. I haven't really messed with the patches, but I know it's like you got different modes and features, so we'll just mess with that one right there. Like I said, you just mess around with it till you come up with something crazy. I don't know, I can't really figure out, it just... So that's pretty much it for that right there. You can mess with each one. Mod FX. You can have a phaser. I don't know if the speaker, the microphone's going to catch that, but it's kind of making a phase effect. And you can also mess with the mod over here, but this is just more of like the sound. There's endless possibilities with this little guy. You just got to mess with it. I'm still figuring out each time I mess with it. I don't know how to say the functions, like I said. And that's pretty much it for the Korg. Mess with the knobs up here. To activate each one of these edit select knobs, you click off of it and click back onto it, and you mess with it right here via the knobs. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it helps somebody. Thanks again for all the support. I'm glad that my videos have helped a lot of people. My next tutorial video will be on the MPC filter and Q-Link. I kind of mess with the Q-Link too, so thanks for everything. Peace, you guys.